Bain, 19 points per game. Scottie Pippen Jr. making his postseason debut. His dad won 6 titles, played in over 200 playoff games. Of course, Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., and the rookie, Zach Edey. For the Thunder, Lou Dort, Defensive Player of the Year candidate. He'll be up against Morant, Shea, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, and Isaiah Hartenstein in his first. This is SGA's 24th career playoff game. 1 series win. That was last year before they lost to Dallas in the conference semifinals. Ja Morant, his 20th career playoff game. 1 series win is
smart. Scottie Pippen pulled that out before he attacked.
Shea leans in and kisses it home off the window. Isolo, he is the interim coach, replaced Taylor Jenkins, who got fired at the end of March. Morant drains a 3, and that's a great sign for...
It's a great sign for Ja Morant. He is a streaky, at best, three-point shooter. Has not had a lot of success against this team this season from anywhere on the field. He shot in that one, stepped into that one with great balance.
Incredibly consistent. He had 49 30-point games, 13 40-point. That hit Edey in the face. Not sure if Bain was trying to throw that to
Pippen. Caught that one right off the right side of his head.
Hartenstein with a floater. He's got that float game down pat.
And one step and was able to deter him at the rim.
Edey got positioned down low, and that time slams it home. Good look on the dump down by Jaren Jackson.
And
Williams in the open floor, goes through the lane, puts it up and in.
End up with the #1 defense in the league because of great pursuit. And you see it right here on the part of Lou Dort. Ja Morant thought he was going to be able to get that mid-range off. Instead, the deflection, and then this. Changing ends of the floor. OKC thrives on it. Off of a turnover defense, and it is going to be pushed. I think it was an excellent timeout by Thomas Isolo right there to make sure, get this crowd to quiet down a little bit.
Shot clock at 5 for Memphis. Deep 3, and it's an air ball from Morant. Shot clock at 1. Bain missed it off the front iron. Conchar hits the floor along with Gilgeous-Alexander, and they're going to call a foul here on SGA. And Edey, a little shove to the other Jalen Williams, and they're still having a conversation.
As it should be in the playoffs. A lot of that today where the ball just can come in him. Now, if he can convert, great, or get fouled, will be there today. They're going to have to shoot a decent percentage.
Great answer, Jalen Williams from deep.
Does what he can to get him off of him. This is the depth of their three-point shooting. They got a bench that's impactful. They come
Wallace. Wallace attacking and slamming. Oh, Cason Wallace in transition with the stop.
Well, if anybody in this building was expecting this, least of all, Scottie Pippen Jr., Cason Wallace showing you an extra level of burst, explosiveness, and playing game in their 4 matchups. And right now, the Thunder just pouring it on.
Thunder up. The lead is 27. Lost his footing, no foul. Another transition opportunity. Showtime, Williams. Brought to you by Coors Light.
Ball movement, shooting, and defense. OKC making the extra pass. First kick out comes to the corner, make one more. Aaron Wiggins steps into back-to-back uncontested threes, and then that defense swarming, creating turnovers, getting runouts ahead of the pack. We talked about how important it is to take care of the basketball against OKC. Memphis not able to do that.
His pass knocked away and stolen by Jalen Williams, 7th in the league in steals. Wiggins the lob. Oh my goodness! Jalen Williams with the one-hand throwdown off the alley-oop.
They're getting numbers, and that is everybody out in the open floor. Perfectly delivered alley-oop for Jalen Williams. Emphatically sends a message early in this series.
OKC making it rain with 60% shooting, 7 of 15 from 3. This is their largest lead in a playoff game since the last time they made it. Final seconds here of the half. They took a point away of that 3 from Jalen Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander finally ends the run of 8 straight misses, hitting in a half where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wasn't even at his best. It was Hartenstein and Jalen Williams with 14 points apiece. Thunder dominant in game 1.
Luke Dort may be paying rent to occupy the left wing because he's taken 4 uncontested looks early in the third quarter as Jalen Williams again able to have some of these guys have a little bit of offensive success here to close out the game. Hoping that Jackson Jr., John Morant, Bane, of course, but even a guy like Kennard, who we've mentioned, if he gets some run and can knock down some threes, maybe there's some carryover to game 2.
Morant got that one to fall. Jalen Williams commits the foul. One performance on both ends of the floor in every aspect for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 131-80, they beat Memphis.
There's often a question of rust versus rest when you're a higher
Oklahoma City
seed.
will be Tuesday. Thunder 131, Grizz 80 in game 1. For Tim Legler, Katie George, her entire ABC crew, Dave Pasch saying so long from Oklahoma City. It's Boston and Orlando up next from Massachusetts. But first, we'll go back to the studio after these messages.